Mac McClung, 3 times he has now won the dunk contest. That guy has come out of nowhere and done some amazing things. He's now in the dunk contest, made 3 times more in the dunk contest than he's made in his NBA career, which has been about 4 years. We'll talk about that in a second. But a 3-time, nobody's ever won 3 times in a row. There's been 2 people that have won 3 times. So we have Nate Robinson won it 3 times. And my question for you guys, Trent, you join in, and Cam, anytime you want to jump in, you can do that. Is Mac McClung the best dunk contest winner of all time, since he's now won it 3 times back to back? And the dunk contest, I will just say this, is nowhere near what it used to be. No. However, this guy goes in and is electric. He's awesome. So, what do you think, Trent?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. No one really watches the dunk contest.
Not anymore.
Not the way it used to be.
Yeah.
I remember, Cameron, you probably remember this, but like when Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine.
That was the best dunk contest.
I was glued to my seat. I quietly was just locked in, right? You could not pay me enough money to leave my chair.
That brought it back.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And I think the hard thing now is like, I don't want to take anything away from Mac. Okay, he's gone out there. He's proved it 3 years in a row. I know last year specifically, some people were like, well, I don't know that he necessarily won it, but he didn't necessarily lose it. Okay, and for this year, I'm just like, okay, well, he earned it again. Mm-hmm. The problem I have with the whole thing, though, is some of the greatest athletes in the NBA don't do it. And it's because they just don't want to. Or they get paid too much money, and they're like, why risk getting injured dunking a basketball when I'm going to get paid millions of dollars just to play basketball?
Yep.
So, like, for him, it means something, but for everybody else, not really. Would you agree, Cameron?
Yeah. I mean, Mac McClung is definitely a special little niche in the dunk community. I used to watch him growing up. I used to watch his high school basketball tapes and his college tapes. He was always, like, this crazy, like, bouncy kid, And I don't know if you guys know the story of his first dunk contest, but he didn't have an NBA contract.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted him to compete in the dunk contest because he was that good at dunking.
Yeah.
So Philly signed him for a
10-day
contract just to participate in the dunk contest, and he won.
Yep.
And then he come back.
Now he just keeps on getting 10-day contracts to dunk.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is unfair to him because I think I personally think he's a good basketball player. Like I said, I used to watch all those tapes all the time. But sometimes it doesn't carry over to, NBA pace.
This is the thing, though, is he's definitely in the dunk community. He's definitely not the greatest dunk community dunker either.
He's close.
Jordan Kilgannon is way.
Yeah, but
that guy's on a whole nother level.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother side. That's like comparing Kyrie Irving to the professor.
That's true. That's true. That is very true.
Deep cut there.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. I like that.
That was old school.
I love the professor. That's awesome.
But like that sort of idea of like, well, yeah, they're both playing basketball, but there's kind of 2 different genres of basketball. There's street ball, which I would put Jordan in, and then I would say there's like real life application basketball, like stuff you could genuinely do in a game. And I think most of the dunk contest things, minus some of the crazy stuff like jumping over the car, that doesn't really happen in a game. But
yeah,
and I think this year especially, it looked like the competition was awful. Mm-hmm. I don't even know half the people they picked.
Chicago Bulls. That was, and then they had one. One guy looks like he's doing layups.
Yeah, they just
weak.
Couldn't make anything.
Yeah,
and it was just very hard to watch.
Yeah, it was, except for he has the it factor.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only him.
Mm-hmm.
They had, I'm drawing a blank on the guy from the Spurs. He had some good dunks in the game.
Yeah.
The other 2, nothing. And there's only 4 people. Yeah. How can the NBA have the athletes that they have and they cannot produce?
They only shoot threes now, Randy.
That's true.
Well,
that's actually true now.
It's because they asked everybody every year.
Yeah.
You know, it's the dunk contest now is sort of an open invitation, and basically it's a matter of, do you want to participate in this or not?
Right.
Yeah.
And if you do, cool. And
Yep.
if not, they just have to keep going down the line until they find someone that does want to participate in it. That's why you see a lot of times it's a lot of young guys, a lot of guys in their first or second year trying to get a name for themselves.
It's
And,
all
you know,
about, it's a,
Jamie, who was a rookie,
Yeah.
or Jaime. Sorry, my bad. I don't know why I said that. I'm
I
not
think-
even looking at his name right now. It's Jaime from the Miami Heat. He was
Yeah.
a rookie last year, and he did it.
so I think there's a lot of since LeBron never wanted to do it, it became more fashionable for the stars to not want to compete in it, which is too bad. But Mac is fun to watch.
Yeah.
What he did this year and the first year,
Mhm.
he came out of nowhere and it was awesome. Now, I want to just share something. So, I want to ask though, so I give him all the credit. I think it is a great story. It is phenomenal. Do you know how many years he's played in the NBA?
he's technically been eligible for the NBA in 4 years.
4 years. 4 years.
his
Do you know how
first
many
year was
games he's
2020.
played in 4 years?
4.
5 games now.
5.
5
Ah.
games, which means he's not legitimately
He has made
an
100
NBA player.
Yeah.
They're basically saying, hey, guy off the street, because you're not an NBA. If you've played 5 games in 4 years, you're not.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, Bronny's played that many games this year.
Yeah.
So it's like, that means they still don't have anybody in the NBA that's actually competing in the dunk contest.
Yeah, and the thing I worry about the most about this actually is if they can do this with McClung, where they just sign people
Yeah.
for 10-day contracts and have them compete in the dunk contest, the dunk contest is no longer going to be with real NBA players.
No, it's not the
They're
NBA
just gonna-
dunk contest.
They're just going to grab random people and be like, "Oh, you can dunk,"
Yes.
and then,
Off the street.
Yeah,
We'll sign you the day before the dunk contest.
yeah, it's
I just can't believe, but you're right. Part of it is the NBA's gone to a 3-point shooting game, but with the athletes, you should be the best athletes in the world, and you can't produce a good dunk contest
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
with
there's
actual NBA players.
there's definitely people that in the NBA right now that could 100% compete in the dunk contest, and it would be enjoyable to watch, like stars.
Yeah.
Like if we got
Oh yeah.
Morant.
John Morant,
John Morant.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Anthony Edwards,
Yes.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we get oh, what's that guy?
Donovan Mitchell
He
won
was
it once
on-
back about 8 years ago.
He was on the Heat. I think
I'd like
Donovan
to see
Mitchell-
Wembanyama do some stuff.
I would not want to
No.
see Wemby. I wouldn't.
You were doing good there for a
Yeah,
while.
it was cool, and then it wasn't.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I just think I wish they did something. I wish the NBA players took it upon themselves and said, the ratings aren't very good. We struggle with All-Star Weekend. Let's take this on and give the fans what they need. They're the reason why we make $250 million contracts. You know, let's do this right. And they're just like, nope, I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to hurt my name. And I just think it's too bad. I mean, I love the story with McClung. I think it is incredible. What he just did, his dunks that he's doing are insane.
Yeah.
He's not really an NBA player. And he's only playing for this. So I think that's too. Hey, thanks for watching the clip. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the subscribe button. It helps us get out our content, and you'll get everything new that comes out with us. Thanks again.